Good morning, you guys. I'm going to explain what happened while I get ready. I am kind of dressed, sort of dressed. I'm not going to wear this tank top. I'm just hot. But yeah, let's go get ready and we'll kind of explain everything that happened. Okay, you're probably thinking, whoa, jumping into the video, what accident? If you follow my Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm still getting messages asking what happened because it has been a couple days now, not everybody is on Instagram all day, you know, viewing stories. So if you missed the story, I'm gonna explain it to you. Get ready, I have you up on like the most sketchiest little thing. Before I get started, I'm getting ready. We're putting a primer on. Getting ready because Noah has a big baseball game tonight. The news is gonna be there. So yeah, I don't wanna look homeless. Not that I'm the prettiest thing in the world, but like, I want to feel like, I just want to feel put together, you know what I mean? My face is breaking out because every time I forget to take my makeup off, it breaks out, and because of what happened, the accident, I literally have not been taking my makeup off. I've only worn makeup like twice. This is the third time now. Like, that one's bugging me, and that one. That's it for a second while we do our eye makeup. What happened? Before I get into the story, I'm just going to tell you what happened. I sprained both my ankles. My right one is a lot worse than my left, which I wish it was my left one because my right one is like my dominant one. So fun, especially, I'm trying to find like my eyeshadow brush, especially when you have 4 kids. I can't even tell you the amount of times I've cried, had a breakdown. Like, it's just, it's bad. If you watched our last vlog, our shop with me, I'm gonna start doing my makeup. Revolution palette. You guys ask all the time what eyeshadow I'm wearing. Funny, I'm always looking at my eyes because these eyelashes are a lot longer than these lashes because I have a very bad tendency of picking my lashes when I have mascara on, so I'm like, I have no lashes on the side. Anyways, oh, I was talking about the palette. Forever Flawless Revolution palette. This is what it looks like from Target. Love it. I pretty much only use like a couple colors. Anyways, okay. If you watched our last vlog, you saw that we got a gift for my niece because it was, well, our niece, not my niece, our niece, and it was her birthday party on Saturday. I cannot multitask. That's gonna bug me, and that one's gonna bug me. I cannot multitask. Okay. It was her birthday party on Saturday. Such a great birthday party. So cute. The kids had so much fun. You know when they say like when something like traumatic happens to you? Now, this might not be traumatic to some, but I've never broken a bone ever in my life. Like, the most I've ever been in pain because of like an injury, it's not even an injury, was pregnancy. Like, I've never like broken a bone, none of that. So to me, this was a very traumatic experience because I mean, it's bullshit ankles. But yeah, I have sprained my ankle once, but nothing compared to this. Like, I could literally walk on it still. I could, I went to school the next day, like completely normal. This is really bad. But yeah, like I said, to me, this is a traumatic experience. I've never broken an ankle, never done any of that. So when they say like when you have a traumatic experience, it kind of you kind of blur it out. That's exactly what happened. So what had happened was we had just got done, they had just got done, not we had just got done opening all of the gifts. So cute. She was so cute. Kind of hanging out and decided to go outside because they had stuff outside. They had like a bounce house, a little pool, water table. They had like a t-ball set. So cute. Charlie loved the t-ball set. Kids, the older kids, we just kind of let them run around their uncle, their aunt's house, like whatever, like go play. But Charlie was staying by me. So we decided to go back outside because that's where like Gage and, you know, other people were. So we decided to go outside, and Charlie isn't very good on stairs yet. Like, I don't trust him. Thinking back, I should have held his hand, but I was just trying to get down the deck stairs. And so I picked him up and we started heading down the deck stairs, and this is where it starts to like blur out for me. Gage was at the bottom, and when we got to the bottom, my flip-flop, my Puma flip-flops that I didn't even like to begin with, if you guys don't remember, when Gage and I went on a date to the Mall of America, my flip-flops broke and I had to hobble on one foot pretty much because my sandals broke and I wasn't gonna walk barefoot at the mall. And so I'm like trying to drag my feet. Anyways, didn't even like those sandals. And you know what's funny? Let me finish the story. So my flip-flops, both of them got caught, like flipped under. And you know what's funny? It actually happened a couple weeks prior to this. The same exact thing happened by our deck, and it was so embarrassing. Our neighbor saw the whole thing. It was just so embarrassing, but it wasn't that bad because I was able to catch myself. Anyways, okay, so was holding Charlie and we got to the bottom part of the deck. I think there was one stair, like I don't even think, like I think it was the last stair Gage said. Like I said, as soon as I started walking down the stairs, it's kind of like a blur because I really don't know of the stairs, and my flip-flops got caught, like flipped under, like you know when you're walking and like you kind of like sometimes like you kind of trip on yourself because of your flip-flops. They're not even flip-flops, they're slides. They're like my Puma slides, not even flip-flops. And so those got caught, and mind you, I'm holding Charlie and I don't want him to get hurt. I don't want him to fall. And so I just like held on to him. I pretty much just let my body fall because I didn't want Charlie to get hurt. So I'm guessing, I'll have to ask Gage, but I'm guessing, so when I fell, and I didn't want him to get hurt, and since it was the bottom stair, I was still trying to like catch myself, and I'm guessing both my ankles twisted because they, you know, went under each other. The slides went under each other. Both my ankles twisted, and I'm guessing what happened was I turned my body a little bit, twisted this way, I think, and landed. I didn't land, like I didn't put my arms out, I didn't do anything. I just kind of like held on to Charlie and like fell, and twisted both my ankles. How that happens, I have no idea, but the pain was unbearable. And mind you, we're at a birthday party and I didn't want to be a baby, and so I sat there and Charlie was crying and I didn't want him to be hurt. He doesn't even have a scratch, a bruise, nothing on him. So pat on my back because that was like the main thing. I didn't want him to get hurt. Anyways, so we were obviously at a birthday party. I didn't want to be a baby. Like I didn't want to just start bawling my eyes out. I didn't want to start crying my eyes out. And so I'm just trying to sit there and I'm like, and I could feel the tears rolling. And I'm like, okay, it's okay, it's okay. And we started to get up, and I remember leaning into Gage's shoulder and just started, like the waterworks started coming down, and I said I want to go home. Like the pain was so bad. Mind you, it's both my ankles. So both of my ankles are just in so much pain, so much pain. And I lean into him and I just start bawling in his shoulder, and I didn't want to be that person. So I'm just like in his shoulder. I didn't want anybody to see me, and I'm just crying, and I said I want to go home, I want to go home. Like it hurts so bad. So then we try to start walking, like okay, let's get to the car because we're in the back. So he's like, okay, let's start walking. I couldn't walk like at all, and that's when I knew this was more than just like a twisted ankle, like, you know what I mean? That's when I knew like something was up. And so he had his brother come help, literally like bring me to like kind of hobble to the car. As soon as I got in the car, I bawled like a baby. I'm not joking, in pain. Like the pain was so bad. And I remember telling Gage that it was almost like contractions, like that type of pain. Obviously it's not a contraction, but like it was that type of pain. But see, like I was telling Gage, the pain's not going away. Like, at least with a contraction, you have like a minute or two break. Like, this pain was a constant stabbing, throbbing pain in both of my ankles. And like I said, got into the car. As soon as he got me into the car, shut the door, I just bawled like a baby, crying in pain. I might have even like screamed a little in pain because it hurt so bad. I could tell the kids knew something was wrong because of how much pain I was in. So I knew I needed to get to the doctor, the urgent care, but we also had our 4 kids. Gage's grandma was going to watch the kids, but I didn't know what they would have to do at the urgent care, at the emergency room. I didn't know what they had to do. I also don't trust the one by us, like, no way. And so we did go down by my parents because that's the hospital that I gave birth at. I do trust it. And so my mom met us at the hospital. She took our car with our kids. Mind you, this was like 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock at night. And so she took the kids, and Gage grabbed a wheelchair, brought us into the clinic. Oh, me, I have serious like health anxiety. Like, I don't like anything health related. Like, it's just a big trigger to me. So I'm already panicking about that. And so I'm trying to drink a ton of water. Gage is telling me to calm down. Trying to calm down at this point, you know what I mean? I'm chugging a bunch of water. Not the smartest thing because I figured we'd get called back to a room and then I'd be able to like go potty. And it was a little bit of a drive. It was, I would say, about 45 minutes to that hospital. So he grabbed a wheelchair and I said, Gage, I really have to go potty. Like, I literally just chugged a bunch of water, like trying to calm down, trying to relax my body. My body's like all tense. Like, I'm not joking. I was so tense the day after, my jaw hurt from tensing. It doesn't hurt anymore, but yeah, he wheeled me in and they took me back right away, which was really nice, but they brought me straight to the x-ray room and I tried so hard. Like, I am not the type of person to be like, no, I need to do this first. I tried so hard. I'm like, okay, get the x-rays done, and then you can go potty. And mind you, it's both my ankles and it's not just snap snap of a picture and be done. And so I laid down and Gage had to help me onto the bed. Like, I physically could not put any weight onto both of my feet. Like, it hurt. And so they had to like maneuver me onto the bed. As soon as I lay down, imagine when you get an ultrasound and they tell you to fill your bladder and then you lay down and your bladder's completely full and then they start pushing on it. That's exact pain. And I looked at her and I said, I am so sorry, but I'm literally going to pee my pants if I do not get up and go potty. And so Gage came back into the room. She was so sweet. She's like, oh yeah, of course. Because I knew it wasn't just 2 quick pictures. Like, they had to take pictures of both of my ankles. Gage came back in the room, helped me out of the bed again. I swear to God, like, me and Gage are very open with each other. Like, he's my best friend. And I looked at him, I said, I'm going to pee all over you, all over your hand. Like, I am literally going to pee everywhere. And he brought me to the bathroom, literally like took everything off of me, not everything, but like waist down, went potty. I swear to God, it was so much pee. He looked at me and he's like, okay, Austin Powers, go. If you've ever seen Austin Powers, I think it's the beginning of the movie where he's constantly going potty. Go potty, get that done, go back to the room. They do all the pictures that they need to do. I feel like adrenaline started kicking in because the pain started like wearing down, or like maybe my body was like kind of coming down from like the anxiety and like I don't know, but like the pain, to me it wasn't bad, but I definitely should have taken the doctor's advice. Came in, they were very quick, by the way. Okay, so nothing's broken, which is good, but you did sprain both your ankles. And he was like, how did this happen? And so, I mean, like, it's not very often you just sprain both of your freaking ankles. And I didn't want him to think that, like, my husband did anything. Like, that would be terrible. But I know in, like, a hospital setting, you also have to ask those type of questions. You know, like, what happened? Like, how did you do this? And it just sounds absolutely crazy. Like, you have 2 very sprained ankles. Told him what happened, and then he was like, okay, we're gonna wrap it up. And they are only gonna do the right ankle because my left one is sprained, but I'm pretty sure, okay, so I'm kind of did my own research. I'm not a medical doctor. This is my own whatever. But I'm pretty sure my left ankle is like a grade 1 sprain, and then my right is a grade 3, because even to this day it's still very painful. A lot better though. Yeah, so then he's like, okay, do you want like an ibuprofen shot or some kind of pain medicine shot? Now, mind you, I do not like medicine. That comes with my health anxiety. I don't like any of that stuff. When I gave birth, all 4 of my babies, I mean, yeah, I had the epidural, but after with like pain management, when they offered, like, I think it was Maya, they offered some really hardcore medicine, and I'm pretty sure that's because we're all females here, I tore my keyhole. That was fun. So they offered some pretty strong medication, and I didn't even take that. I think the most I took after birth was a little bit of a stronger Tylenol. But yeah, so he's like, do you want this medication? It'll help with the pain. I feel like the adrenaline was running because I'm like, no, I'm good. I feel like I'm doing better now. Like, yes, it's swollen, yes, it's painful, but I can manage the pain, you know what I mean? And he's like, are you sure? And my husband looks at me like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, no. So they just wrapped it up. You guys, I'm gonna like stop for a second. I don't know what my skin undertone color is. I think it's like a pink. No matter what foundation, concealer I get, I always look yellow. Oh, and then before we went on our way, he was telling us, just so you know, the second day is always the worst. Like, you're gonna be in pain. And I said, okay, whatever. Went home. We actually stopped at Taco Bell because I felt like I deserved it, because I've been kind of like on a diet, not really, but like kind of watching, not even watching what I'm eating, like watching my calorie intake and like low carb and whatnot. And I looked at Gage and said, I have 2 sprained ankles. I want Taco Bell. And so we stopped at Taco Bell. It was like 11 o'clock at night, I believe. I'm not sure, 10:30. We had to get the kids, and then we got Taco Bell. So I feel like it was 10:30, 11. Had Taco Bell on our way home. Went to bed, propped my feet like you're supposed to do. And when I tell you, I woke up in so much pain. I woke up in so much pain, bawling like with the pain. Like, I totally regretted not getting that like ibuprofen shot or whatever shot it was. I could not move my right foot at all, and I looked at Gage and I'm bawling and I'm crying and I'm saying they messed up, it's definitely broken. Like, I could not move it at all, like side to side. I could barely move it up, couldn't put any weight on it. My left side, I could move it, but like, I don't know, it was just terrible. And he kept reminding me, like, remember they said the second day is gonna be the worst and whatnot. And I just remember crying in pain, and all I was taking was Tylenol. And I was looking online that Tylenol's fine, but like ibuprofen is better. And then I asked you guys, and you guys, you know, said ibuprofen, like 100% ibuprofen. And so I had Gage go up and get me ibuprofen from the store. And he also got like this cool, like actual, like, oh my god, so cool, like a legit like cooling thing to help with like pain. And so I pretty much just like laid in bed all Sunday. Come Monday, my husband has to go to work. So pretty much moral of the story, it's Wednesday. I don't have the brace on, I don't even know what it's called, compression, and bandage. I don't have it on. I know when my husband gets home, he's gonna put it on. But I can walk on my foot now. I can put weight on my foot. My left, like, full circles now. Like, I feel like my left side is almost healed. It's swollen still. I mean, obviously it's a sprained ankle, and there's bruising. There's gonna be bruising. My right, I can move it back and forth. It definitely still hurts when I move it around, but not as bad. So I have my follow-up on Friday. Like I said, I have major health anxiety, and so like when I'm talking about like, oh, it's getting better, like it still hurts, like in my head I'm like, no, that's not okay. But I feel like it is. Like, obviously it's a sprained ankle. I'm putting bronzer on. Obviously it's a sprained ankle, like it's gonna be bruised. Like that's one thing I kept asking Gage, and it sucks with anxiety is, you know, I kept asking him, like, is it normal to have bruising? He's like, obviously. You guys sprained your ankle. See, now I'm doing it to you. If you sprained your ankle, let me know if it's normal for bruising. I feel like it is. And swelling, I feel like it is. Guys, okay, future me. I am editing this video, and I have more to explain to the story because a lot more happened the very next day. But I'm editing this video, and my makeup looks terrible. I wanted to reach through the screen and be like, girl, blend it. Like, I was so exhausted, so tired. My face was so dry, like I said in the beginning of the video. So dry, so like broken out because I really hadn't been taking off my makeup, especially the day of the accident. I had like a full face of makeup on where we went to a birthday party. I cried it all off, like, and then my face got dry. Having like no mobility, like Sunday, like it was very hard to even like shower, and so I'm just trying to like quick wash it off with just water, and that don't work because for me and my skin, you need like makeup remover and all that crap. So my skin, oh my gosh, like the makeup just went on horrible. Literally cringing looking at this makeup. Like it's terrible. Like it's terrible. Goodness, I am not a beauty guru because that is bad. I didn't want to refilm it. So anyways, let's jump into what happened the day after. It was filmed on a Wednesday. On Thursday, literally the day after, I went to the orthopedic urgent care, and what she said was my left ankle is just a regular sprain. I could tell my left ankle was getting better. I could tell it was getting better, but my right ankle, it was just in so much pain, and it just felt like it wasn't getting better. It was swollen. It was just a lot of pain whenever I walked, or it was like pain up my knee, up my leg. So I went to the orthopedic urgent care, and they looked at my x-rays again and said, you know, nothing's broken, everything, you know, is fine. But when she took a closer look, she said that my left ankle was just a regular sprain, and my right ankle is a high ankle sprain. Don't judge my feet right now, but you can kind of see the bruising. Oh, this one, it's been almost a week now. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, so almost a week since I went there. This one was supposed to be in one of these like sling things. I don't know what these are called. Until it felt better. When I do a lot of walking, I like to have that one on, but when we're just kind of lounging around the house, not really. This one needs to be in a boot for 3 weeks, and then I go back. So I have to wear the boot when I'm like walking around or going places, or obviously you can't drive with the boot, but like when I get there I have to put the boot on. But since we're home most of the time, I just honestly, I put my feet up. But like I said, if I'm doing a lot of walking around or kind of like cleaning up the house, I mean, I have 4 kids, so when I'm doing that, then I'll put my boot on. So like right now I have it on because we just got done with lunch and cleaning up, but yeah, this is like a heavy duty boot. It has like these little air pumper things, and so she said wear this for 3 weeks, and then I have another checkup. High ankle sprain, regular sprain. I can't tell you much about a high ankle sprain. I think, don't quote me because I could be totally wrong. I think it's like more up the leg or more higher up on the ankle, which causes, I think, more pain, especially trying to use those muscles. So yeah, that is my situation right now. I haven't done a lot of driving. I've only drove twice since, sorry, I just logged onto my computer. I've only drove twice, and one of them was just to gymnastics, which is literally like a minute away. Like I said, I can't drive with the boot. My foot does feel fine when I drive. It's like when I push forward and move over to the brake, that's not what hurts. It's like, it's hard to explain, but it's perfectly fine. And then yesterday I drove to Target, and I felt comfortable. So I'm actually going to end this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new, be sure to subscribe and turn your channel notifications on. I have the kids' birthday party this weekend, and of course I'm going to be filming the shop with me and the actual birthday party and what we decide to make, and the party foods and all of that stuff. You guys gave me so many good suggestions over on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely go follow me on there. I will leave all my links down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you on our next vlog. Bye.